get empowered. Inspiring, motivating, empowering. This is The Bev Smith Show. This is The Bev Smith Show on the Empowerment Radio Network.
We're talking with George Curry. Called him up and said, hey, George, stop by. Let's talk about politics. We have so much to talk to you about, George. Let's get back for a moment to moderators. They had Martha Raddatz, vice presidential debate. Candy Crowley, second presidential debate. Rate them.
Well, it's kind of unfair comparison between the two because of two different formats. I thought Martha did a good job. You had just a strict moderator role there. Candy, you had a different thing with the town hall setting. Now, both sides kind of wanted to limit her question because they wanted this pure question from the audience and no follow-up. Candy said she didn't sign any agreement with anybody, and she was going to perform her role as a journalist, and she did that well.
I think she did that even better than well. I think how she got the information that proved that Romney had either gotten the information wrong, received the wrong information, or lied. She found the truth quickly, instantly, took us right there to the 21st century, and said, I'm sorry, Governor, but the president is right. And then MSNBC played the cut from the speech that the president gave clearly. So, I mean, who's around Romney, and will they use, judging by the beating he took? And I put on my side, Mr. President whipped his butt on the issues, okay? Put that right there, bold print, because he did, on every issue. So if I'm watching the play and the replay and the play and the replay, because you know how you men are with sports, and politics is a sport for some, a career sport, and a sport that can earn a lot of money. So what would the strategists be doing now? Where would they be going? Because the issues of concern, even with jobs, when asked specifically, what kind of jobs would you get? I'm going to go out here, and when I was the governor, I was able to get binders full of women's names and give people jobs and all kind of stuff like that. I mean, where do you go with someone who has shown across the board, and now the media is beginning to report it, that he's inept?
Well, I don't think the media's done a good job of reporting it. One thing that Romney always says is that he'll create 12 million jobs in the next 4 years. But there are reports out there about Moody's and others saying, look, regardless of who's president, there will be 12 million jobs created in the next 4 years. So you can't take credit for that. Now, what I think Obama needs to do, which is what you had said earlier you want me to talk about, is one, is she's got to continue to hammer him on saying, let's get some specific. The numbers do not add up. Now, you talk about you want to put in caps on mortgage interest deduction, which you've suggested very lightly, and charitable donation, and they just pull a figure out of his behind saying 25%. Oh, yeah, you can spend it any kind of way you want it. So stay with him on the lack of specifics. He can knock him out on Medicare because he's very, very weak there. And saying, hey, why do you want to give $2 trillion more than the military has asked for? And come back to the point is he has no solution. He has no plan. His only plan is get me elected and we'll work something out. And I think Obama needs to hammer these last 3 weeks, just keep pounding it over and over.
And I really want Mr. Obama to bring up the issue of course, the Republicans are known for creating phrases and words like disinformation. Really nice word for lie. But when they were talking about deportation, and so Romney said, well, I have not proposed that. I mean, it'll be a volunteer kind of a deportation. And then they stopped the president because the president was getting ready to go into it. That's not what you're talking about. He said they'll have the opportunity to decide for themselves whether they want to stay in this country or not. Excuse me? You have proposed to take them off Medicare, Social Security, to go after the employers that hire them, to take away their food stamps, and to take their children out of school. Volunteer? I mean, if that's volunteer, excuse me, we need a new definition. So I would like to see the president get him on that more, because I do not understand Spanish-speaking people from the Caribbean and others who said, I've been thinking about Mr. Romney. Excuse me, you got to go too. I mean, this man said Big Bird and Jim Lear.
Yeah, I'm worried about Elmo. Next, I'm really worried about
Well,
Elmo.
you can kiss Dora goodbye. Dora the Explorer, see ya.
and see, another thing is, Romney trying to be all of a sudden moderate and caring about women when he hadn't before. He has said specifically, I remember in Iowa back in last December, he said he would veto the DREAM Act if Congress passed it. And now he all of a sudden getting compassion. Look, the old Romney, while he was governor of Massachusetts, had a better chance of beating President Obama than the Romney who's a captive of the Tea Party. And then now, when in the closing days, when nobody left but undecided, and you got to get that part, now he's trying to pretend to be a candidate that he has never been the whole while.
But you would think, and I have a dear friend and she's listening now, don't we, Brooke? She's been my friend for almost 40 years. She's white, Polish, Catholic, and Republican. She has, in some areas, wouldn't you say, Brooke, just kind of like shake your head, she has very moderate, very liberal kinds of opinions. But on the issue of Romney, she absolutely positively thinks he has the answer. And so I said to her, let's take a look at what he is proposing. You have 3 sons. 2 of them are in school, and those 2 in school are on scholarships. Going, gone. Okay? Going, gone. So I don't understand how people who support the governor won't go to what, I mean, this is the electronic era. Remember you tried to teach me how to use a computer? This is the
hard.
You did try hard. Aren't you proud of me? I've come a long way. But anyway.
Yeah, I'll be proud when you start doing this column. But go right home. It's your show.
Didn't I tell you he was good? I knew it. I don't know why I'm so nervous to submit my writings to you. I've written a lot.
Either.
I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't seen it. I don't know.
I know. Tell him, Brooke. I've worked on him.
I can't. No, Brooke can't help you. You got to send to me.
See? All right. I'm going to brave up, okay?
Audience.
I can't man up. I can't man up because I'm definitely a woman. But I will brave up for you, okay? But I was said, oh, no, this isn't good enough. I don't think so. I don't know. Okay.
Audience, she promised to do a column for the black newspaper NNPA, and she has not done it.
I am going to do it. And the one
so
that
see a picture in your column, you know she hasn't done it.
Okay, I tell you what. We'll put a time on it. Brooke, you'll write this down. Next week, I will get you the column that I want you to print. I believe, and I'll give you a hint of what it's about.
No, I don't want you to talk about it. I want you to write.
Okay.
And then we'll discuss it after you write it.
That's what I'm worried about.
You got to remember, some people, I want you to understand this, some people have to talk theirs out, but the best thing to do is to let the computer be the first person to hear it, and then it doesn't get old to you when you get ready to write.
You have always given me good advice. I will take that, and I will talk to you about that next week. Now, moving back.
After you've done it, yeah.
Moving back to the subject at hand.
Yeah,
okay?
that was fine with me. I was happy where we were.
I knew you were going to do that. I knew it. But getting back to the president, one of the things that I do not hear, and you are wiser than I am, you have to explain it to me. You guys, I'm explaining to do. I do not hear the president, or anyone for that matter, using the word, no, wait, that's wrong, because the president used the word poor last night. But is it already assumed that, wait a minute, do we have just 2 categories of people in this country? And did the poor, and in particular the working poor, just fall off the face of the political